In ancient times, who did the job of protecting the Dharma? The abbot in the temple. The abbot is the leader of one area, and the temple is the school. The abbot may not lecture, may not speak the Dharma, invite Dharma masters to come here to lecture, just like being a principal. The principal may not attend classes, but do administrative work. He can invite good teachers to help them educate students. Therefore, the abbot is the protector and preacher. In these two responsibilities, the responsibility of protecting the Dharma exceeds the responsibility of spreading the Dharma. They focus most on Dharma protection, then Dharma propagation. Without his protection, the Buddha Dharma cannot live in the world forever. From the title of the Bodhisattva Worthy Protector, today we understand that the merits of the Dharma protector are inconceivable. So we must learn to protect the Dharma, wholeheartedly protecting the Dharma. Especially young Dharma masters, if they don't have effective Dharma protectors, how can they grow up? How can they become an outstanding Dharma preacher for a lifetime? The most important thing for a Dharma master to lecture is the training on the podium, to help him to go to the podium every day, which is to urge him. So many of them like to listen to the scriptures and love to listen to your lectures, so you have to preach about it every day. If you preach about it daily, you can't sleep every day, prepare well, and force you to achieve success. If we don't invite him to lecture, no matter how well he learns, he will forget it after 3 months, and he will not be able to go on stage after 6 months. The Dharma protector accomplishes the Dharma master. The Dharma protector can make the true Dharma last for a long time. So for monastics, if you have the opportunity to become an abbot in the future, you have to be thorough. The abbot must do the worthy protector's job, must know how to invite the Dharma masters. How to invite a Dharma master? Dharma masters who correspond to our sect of study, then it can only obtain real benefits for us fellow practitioners. If the Dharma master practiced and learned different methods from ours, and based on different scriptures, we cannot invite them. There is no other reason for this. The ancients often said, "It is better to move 1,000 rivers than to move the mind of the cultivator." This place has chosen the method of reciting Buddhism, specializing in practicing and preaching, and they have achieved certain achievements. If I talk about Zen and Taoism here, disturbing your pure mind, disturbing your Kung Fu, and destroying your practice, then there is a fault. Not only is there no merit, but there is a fault. But the decision is the same for respectful offerings to the Dharma masters. When I was young, I worked with old layman Li Bingnan for 10 years. During the 10 years, I observed his old man, who was promoting and protecting the Pure Land in Taichung. The Dharma master in another place passed by Taichung, and teacher Li was very respectful and considerate, and greeted him at the station. He must personally lead everyone to the ashram to worship and make offerings to the master. Sometimes, a banquet is held and the master is invited to eat, but the master is never invited to give lectures. After observing for a long time, I found it strange. Why didn't your old man ask him to give a lecture? Of course it is impossible to give a lecture, because there is not such a long time. He should give a short lecture to everyone. He smiled and said, "You don't understand. To explain this truth, this master is a Zen practitioner. This master is a researcher. His way of thinking is different from ours. Here, we manage to lead everyone to believe in the Pure Land Dharma, and honestly recite the Buddha's name to reborn in the West." As soon as he said that it is good to practice meditation, once he said that it is good to learn Tantrism, and becoming a Buddha immediately, our minds will be moved immediately, and we will be led away by him immediately. As the proverb goes, foreign monks can chant sutras. It's not surprising to be together every day, but it's strange to be a foreigner. They teach you there every day for 10 years, but the foreigner will drag you away in a few hours. Why? We have no samadhi, no wisdom, and no ability to distinguish. Once we hear that it is good, it is really good, our minds will move immediately, and the result is that we suffer. Therefore, Master Li wants to protect the Dharma, protect the public in this ashram, have correct knowledge and views, and protect the pure mind of the public, so he decided not to invite anyone to give lectures. Who can give lectures? This Dharma master cultivates the pure land, recites the Buddha's name honestly, and recites it very well. When such a Dharma master comes to Taichung, he must invite him to give lectures. If they don't learn the same method as us and also rely on the 3 Pure Land Sutras, you decide not to invite them, and there is no discrimination in this. We have to learn from these things. He is an expert, truly wise, and supports the righteous Dharma of the mass. He has really done it. This principle we cannot fail to understand. Therefore, the abbot of an ashram, it is the eyes of all beings in this ashram. You take the lead, you lead the way, and the people behind you follow you. If you go wrong, all these people go wrong, and you have to be responsible. So your path must be pure, you must not make mistakes in your decisions, and you must protect others from coming to make trouble. In our ashram, there are quite a few people who are truly confident and willing. But is this faith firm? Haven't seen it yet. Maybe when you meet a few people and talk sweetly to you, your mind will be shaken, and you will go with them. I talked about this matter with layman Li Muyuan today. Li Muyuan gave a metaphor. He said, those people came to fish, and they caught all our fish away. This metaphor is very interesting. Our ashram is like a fish pond, and our fellow practitioners are like small fish. Those who come to fish and those who protect the Dharma must be on guard, so we must understand it clearly. Fellow practitioners, you must have a concept. We are all together in the Pure Land, we study this Dharma together. We hope in the future to be born in the Pure Land. Everyone is still together in the vast Lotus Pool assembly. Our confidence, willingness, and decision cannot be shaken. Our human, financial, and all power must be concentrated in the Singapore Buddhist Lodge. The Singapore Buddhist Lodge has a history of more than 60 years. Layman Li Muyuan, it is recognized by everyone today. It is not me who praises him, the Bodhisattva is not an ordinary person. He has no selfishness, fame and fortune, 5 desires and 6 dusts have all been put down, and all thoughts and actions are for the Buddha-dharma, for all beings. Such a leader, such a virtuous teacher, I have traveled to many countries and regions, and I have visited many ashrams. But I have never seen, so he came to me, and I had to come. Like a business transaction, this is a good boss, he has morality, and I feel sorry if I don't come. If he has selfish intentions, if he has purpose and intention, I will decide not to come. Purely for the Buddha Dharma, for all beings, for social stability, for world peace, such a great and pure wish. If we don't try our best to help him, we are sorry for him, this monastery, and the Mass. He is a leader. Especially in the past 3 years, he asked me to hold this training class. He made this vow, so I have to come here. I put down all the work of propagating Dharma in other places, stop everything, and devote myself wholeheartedly to this training class. This is my duty to help young Dharma masters. But there must be a principal and a boss. We are here to be clerks and teachers. I am old, and the Dharma must have successors, so that the Dharma will have a future, and all sentient beings will have blessings. At such an advanced age, I am about to hand over the task. The work of propagating the Dharma and benefiting students must be handed over to young masters. If they can take over the task, I can retire. Where am I going to retire? Of course, you all know that I went to the ultimate bliss world to retire. The work here is done, the job is done, no remuneration. Therefore, in the last years of our lives, the only thing I do is to teach, write books, and help future students. This is our last and biggest task. Only the words, worthy and protector, can be fulfilled and truly implemented. The meaning of the title of Worthy Protector Bodhisattva is very deep and wide. I have briefly mentioned this point, and I will talk about it next Saturday, and I haven't finished it yet. Why? It is very important. We have to learn how to learn from the Worthy Protector, from his name, how to learn from the Worthy Protector. Let the Worthy Protector fall on our shoulders. Then we ourselves are the Worthy Protectors. Well, the time is up today, so I will stop here. Amitabha Buddha.